Big up, big up, big up. This is Red's roll call. It's early in the morning for me. I just hopped on as well. Brian is flying the ship here, but I just rolled up to the cockpit here and sat down. But how you guys doing today?
Yeah, very
All
well.
good, bro. Yeah,
Very good.
Lovely, yeah.
Yeah. Long night, to say the
Was
least.
it good? Yeah, good night.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
That's good.
Yeah, definitely good. Very fun, very fun. Very good night. Got a long day today too, but a good game on the horizon because we can pick up some points. We can move further ahead of getting closer to the title. Um, I've not. I was just about to pull up the lineup. Any surprises that you see?
Mm, maybe
Well,
the
one or
Capco
two.
Diaz. Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about it.
Hmm.
That's it. The rest of the team's the
Boys
same.
obviously aren't ready. The two, but Ali ain't even on the bench, so he's clearly not ready. And Bradley may be only ready for a few minutes. So Jones, which is cool. Yeah, it's
Okay.
only Diaz and Gakpo, JK, really, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
Stood out for me anyway. The rest pretty
In a
much
weird
picks
way, I
itself.
think maybe this is Bar Trent and Allison probably Slot's favourite team. Like the front three, Gapco, Yotad, and Salah. Even though Diaz is like plays a lot, but I just feel Gapco's his favourite left guy.
Yeah, I mean, left wing.
Yeah, left wing.
Yeah. Um, that's interesting that you say that. Because then it makes a question of where do you find a spot for Diaz? Because I know Diaz is very popular with him.
I think with Diaz, because he plays a lot of games, it's nice to have Gapco there as well. I think Diaz plays a lot of games, bro, and I think he's played most of the games recently as well. So seeing him having a little bit of a breather, starting from the bench, maybe is a good thing. And
Mhm.
Gapco coming back from international duty where he scored, so it's about time now. He's been sort of fit for a month now, I would say, ready to play and stuff. Um, so it'd be good to see him starting today as well.
Mhm. So, interestingly, like I said, Munez is going to start,
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen
and
that. Pereira.
yep, yep, um, and also one name I didn't expect to see, but he's in the lineup. He's been playing. I think he's playing okay. But is Ryan Session, or
Yeah.
I didn't expect to see him in the lineup.
He's
But
And he
been playing
scored last
recently
week.
again. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
he scored last week. He's always,
He's
well,
always been a good
not
player.
always.
Yeah.
Yeah, big hype when he was at Spurs, but
Spurs, right?
didn't
Yeah,
quite
yeah.
work out. Didn't quite work out. There's even talk about us being interested in him, but yeah, he's a good player.
Mhm.
Look, Iwobi as well. I hate playing against Iwobi. He tends to play well against us.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
yeah, whatever that, what was it, Sports Illustrated or Opta or something? I think that was their last year's sheet or something they were looking at last night. Um, yeah, Iwobi, Pereira.
Oh yeah, the
No,
Opta
what you call
Opta
it?
Street. Yeah.
What's his name? No Jimenez. Jimenez on the bench. Muniz, good player. Muniz, very, very good first half of the season.
Hmm.
And back end of last season. Finished strong.
Hmm.
I mean, back end of last season, I haven't seen much of them, but yeah, they don't overly worry me. It will be Pereira, good ball players, but other than that, we should be able to handle them.
They gave the captaincy is being the captain's armband is being worn by Jedi today too. Interesting. He's not always their captain.
I don't know who their full-time captain is now.
Yeah.
Lenham? No. I don't know. Yeah, I don't follow Fulham too closely.
hmm hmm I didn't think that Robinson was their captain though, or at least I didn't think. I don't think he's their, their everyday like captain. It's interesting to see that he got the choice. Let me see if I can find out too. But yeah, Hata's getting the start again. Hopefully, he can keep his hot hand or hot foot, I guess you could say. And
Yeah, it was. I think Jota today he's going to go for it again. I think the goal he scored the other day would give him a lot of confidence.
yeah,
So it's a good thing. About time he starts a game where he scored in the last game. If you know what I mean. I'm blessed and I hope you're cool, bro.
Actually, Anthony Robinson is their vice captain. Tom Kearney is
Yeah, that's the guy. Yeah, yeah.
is their captain. He's been their
I kept
captain.
wanting to say it's John McGinn, but he doesn't play for them. I knew it was one of those kind of Scottish, kind of hard men types. I knew they had one of those guys because they've got loads of footballers, if you know what I mean. Kearney is one of those guys, goes in and kind of keeps it strong in the middle. Sander Burrish, he's another good midfielder. He's another good midfielder on his day. Strong runner, strong player. But
I got you. Tom Kearney's on the bench today, so that's why.
They don't overly worry me.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've got good players. I think Pereira he's starting because he's ex-Man United and he's in his head. You know what I mean? That's why he always plays against us. Watch him today. Step up. He's the only guy I would say. Him and Iwobi are my only two guys I would say have a look out for.
Him and Iwobi, yeah. Iwobi's always plays us tough, and it's probably because he's definitely a big guy, so he plays physical. Yeah, it's not easy. He's not very easy to mark, and he likes to get involved in a lot of play. Willian is another name on the bench that does somewhat. I wouldn't say Willian and maybe even Traore because of his speed, but those are two names that we'll have to watch out. And Raul Jimenez, they've got some talent on the bench to bring in. At least we won't have to see Harry Wilson today. He did. Was it this year or was it this year or last year that he did that? He scored on us. I think
last year.
It was last year. Yeah. It's always that case of like playing against the former players. You kind of hate those situations because they tend to try to like have their moment against you. But Emmy Smith Rowe, were you surprised not to see him not start? I know that you guys were all that he's a name on that list that people were saying something about.
I think who was it mentioned him last night? I think one of the boys was, yeah. Like you say, is he on the bench? Is he on the bench?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
he's on the
They have
bench.
a lot of techy little players on the bench. Lots of techie. Willian, Jimenez, Smith Rowe, Traore to come on and stretch the game maybe if he wants. They have lots of Fulham's one of those teams. Lots of good attacking midfielders and stuff, wingers. Those lot of those players.
Yeah.
Oh, your mic is acting up again.
Yeah. Lante's going through a tunnel or something. But I see that we have High Lord in the house. Bonkers, big up High Lord, big up Bonkers, big up Dustin, big up Trudon in the house. Starting to get a little warmed up. It's not a an early start, but it is earlier. This part of the year is not exactly the most welcome when it comes to watching football on this side of the pond. But 4:30s and 5 o'clocks and even 3:30s in the morning, I guess, will be possibly some of my future next couple of games, maybe. But
It's God telling you to stick to basketball.
yeah, it is. It definitely is. But it's all good. It's all good.
Get up at
Uh,
human times to watch sports. Sports
right,
was not designed to get you up at 2 o'clock in the morning.
right,
Yeah.
right. Definitely not. Definitely not. Um, any change in your predictions with what you see on this lineup?
No, I'll shoot my 3-1 anyway. Stick with
Still
that.
3-1. Okay. How about for you,
Gakpo
JK?
to get one on his return.
Oh yeah.
I'll stick to my usual 2-1, 2-0.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Any changes in the chat too, Nalante? Any change for you?
No, and I'm only saying the score because I hope these players can prove me wrong and actually do a 9 minute performance. So I'm hoping this is the day they actually pick up and put and take the hand break off a bit. So we'll see.
Take
We'll
the
see.
handbrake off. Yeah. It's got to happen soon enough. I mean, like, it's kind of weird because let me take a look
What
at our scores. Go
what
ahead,
was
Brad.
Nalante predicting? I couldn't hear it.
I
Did he
don't
say
think
9-0?
9-0. Yeah, that's the handbrake.
No,
That's
no,
ripping the
no, no.
handbrake right off.
Yeah. No, I said 3-0 from yesterday. So I was just saying
Oh,
that. Yeah, I was just saying as like the players like I'm only saying it because I want to see these players like just go against the grain because I think they'll make it difficult. But I just want to go against the grain of them just taking the handbrake off and just playing football, which we know they can do for 90 minutes. And not getting not on the iffy sticky game and make it. I'm just hoping I'm proved wrong. That's the only reason I said 3-0. It has to happen at some point.
Yeah, it does. Last time we scored 3 goals was against Southampton.
Yeah.
Before that, a lot of 2 goal games in our lives, and I think we scored 4 goals against Ipswich. Yeah, but we really hadn't had like a game where it's like, other than that West Ham game, we really haven't
well, we
really.
had the crazy Spurs game, but that was in the cup, wasn't it?
That was in the cup though. Yeah,
6-3.
yeah. That was a while back actually too. That was a while back. We won 4-0 against them at home, and then but we had that one you're talking about was at Spurs, that wild one where we scored a lot of goals in that game, and we looked like that game. We looked like, I don't want to say we looked like our old selves, I guess you could say, like the former model of what Liverpool used to be. I think.
The old software.
Yeah, the old software. Yeah, we went to the backup software.
Still had it set to Jurgen Klopp.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's Tottenham as well. Tottenham at their ground, they just suck you in. They make the games wild and well. Then they were anyway. Back then, making them wild and open. And yeah, I think when we're coming through now to the back, the back end of the season, I think we might see a little bit because the weather's getting better, and some teams will come up against the odd team that will have nothing to play for, like say a Leicester. And then further on down the line, maybe 1 or 2 teams that their seasons are kind of done either way. And you might see us stretch our legs a little bit in the goals department. But today it'd be good to see as well. Like, yeah, I'd see 3 or 4 today.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be a lot. Like 4 would be a big score for us this season.
Yeah, 4 is like a big score. That's why like I was saying it's it'd be nice to kind of have like that little bit of like cutthroatness of the team or that all out like let's go out and demolish this squad in front of us instead of like the let's be conservative and let's let's be happy with a 2-1, 2-0, type lead or 2-0 type game or something like that. We don't really get those too much. Big up to Lady Southward in the house. Big up, big up. Bonkers is looking for a scrappy 2-0 win. That's a possibility. That's definitely a possibility. I'm gonna hold on to that 3-1 roll. I'm gonna hold on to that 3-1 score call. Hi, Lore. Big up, big up. So what do you think that what does this game mean for Fulham though? Is this any like
Oh, they're
they've had
still in with a shout. They've got points to play for. They're only 3 points off 8, I think. 2 points off 8 with a game in hand. So they can still get European football this year. They're not out of the conference chase. They can still finish in around that. So they're not on the beach, as it were. Certainly not. And there's probably some guys there playing for their futures at the club or trying to get a new contract as well. There are all kinds of. It's a fairly stable club. There's never much drama that comes out of Fulham. They seem to be taking over all right. But yeah, they could be. They're still targeting maybe Europa League and hopefully Conference League. So I think there's points there to play for them. They're going to want to win this.
Very true. Very true. Very true. Should be scrappy. As I can see the scrappy win from Bonkers. It's not going to be cakewalk. I think also they're going to play. They're not going to just sit back and like kind of just, park the bus or anything like that. I think we're actually going to see some actual football today. That's why I'm interested to see what happens. When we've played at this ground, it's been some good games actually, and they did give us a run the last time we saw them.
2-2s, a couple of 2-2s in there. The JK's favorite result.
Right.
It tends to be goals. I was just looking at our last 7 against them. I think it was. There isn't a single 0-0 in there.
Yeah.
There's
There will be
4-2s,
goals.
2-2s, 3-1s. Tends to be goals. So.
Yep, definitely. So, with the result too, let me see. We have with the Brentford Chelsea matchup. Any other predictions for today? For you guys, Brentford Chelsea.
It's a derby, yeah. Probably a draw there.
Okay.
Probably a draw. Do you have yesterday's fixtures? We did a prediction show. Do you know like how we did? I know Brian got them right.
Oh yeah.
I think I said, was it West Ham against Bournemouth? I said a draw in that. I know that, but I didn't say Desmond.
I know that Brian's got the. What game did he get? He got the Palace game spot on.
Yeah, 2-1. He said, yeah.
Yeah, he got that one spot
on. What's today's score then, Brian?
3 red cards, though.
Right. I don't know if he had the 3 red cards called.
Oh, I haven't watched Match of the Day yet. I need to watch Match of the Day. I'll watch that later.
I don't think I didn't write down your score predictions, but I remember he did say that. I don't think anyone got the Wolves West Ham game, right? No, wait, that's not the game. Wait, hold on, let me pull it up.
Ipswich Wolves, yeah.
Ipswich Wolves, I meant. I don't remember who made that call. I think no one got the Everton. We all said that we think that there could have been a result that Arsenal dropped points that game, but Everton Arsenal draw trying to think. I think I said Villa over Forest. I want to say. I think I said that either that or a draw.
Forest
Um,
played good second half.
They did. They
Yeah,
did.
they got a draw.
They did. But now all of a sudden, Forest find themselves in unfamiliar settings right now in the
Well, if
standings.
Chelsea win today, that'll get them closer to them. Let me have a quick look at the table. Premier League table, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. Oh, yeah, okay.
I really would like to
55. Okay.
Yeah, Newcastle still got a game in hand, and they could knock City out of fifth place and possibly even knock them all the way down to. Well, they'd be in sixth place if Newcastle were to win.
I think they're playing tomorrow. Yeah.
And if they can pick up the game in hand with a win, they could also, put a little bit of space between them and City. That Brighton loss hurt them. That Brighton loss definitely hurt them.
Yeah, Villa needed that win yesterday.
Villa, you got to watch out for. I think I did. Like I said, the middle of the season hurt them, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
What's that?
Newcastle have 2 games in hand. Newcastle only played 29.
Yeah, true.
So
yeah.
They're only 1 point behind Villa, and they got 2 games in hand over.
They can go a point behind Forest if they win them too.
Yeah, because they played in the
today. That's why I was saying game in hand.
Yeah, they'll take up one of them today. Yeah. And then they'll have the one game. Then they'll still have their game in hand. So yeah, that little pack there from say Chelsea on 52 points down to Newcastle on 50 points. That's 1, 2, 3. That's 4 teams. That's a proper little shake. Like the 4th place, man.
Yeah.
4th place race is going to be really tight. Like say Newcastle 29 played 50 points, Chelsea 30 played 52 points. Going to be one to watch. Yeah. Do you think Forest are getting nervous?
Well,
I think Forest is. It is. I think they are.
If Chelsea and City win today, there'll be 2 points and 3 points behind them. Yeah. And then if Newcastle win their 2 games, they'll be on 56, a point behind. So I think Forest needed a draw yesterday, and that helped Villa reach up into the equation as well.
You got to be a little nervous. Yeah, I mean, if you think about it, if someone said to you, "Hey, your season pretty much relies on Chris Wood staying like hot all season and getting you over the line," would you be like,
at what point? At the start of the season, if you said to them you're going to get Champions League, they would have said, "No, we're not. Don't be stupid." So at what point does this now? Like they shouldn't expect to be in the Champions League. So, but now they are. Like, at what point does it become that psychological switch between, well, we never expected to be there, and obviously we'll drop away, blah blah blah. Now being to actually this is ours to lose now. That's an interesting psychological switch. Like they shouldn't really be there, but if they're not there at the end of the season, now I think will be legitimately disappointed. Where when the season started, Nottingham Forest would have no right to expect to be in the Champions League. But it is interesting. Like just when in the players' minds does it switch from, oh well, look, it's only January. Eventually, City, blah blah blah, will get better, to now being actually, if we don't finish in this, it'll be on us because we'll have thrown it away. I think so.
Yeah. By the way, Newcastle plays tomorrow too. That's my fault. They play tomorrow, not today.
I'll be so funny if Forest don't do it. That'd be. I like the manager. He's a cool guy. I like him. I don't just like the fan club. I just don't like the club. And so for me, to Forest to not get there would be so funny, man. Because them guys are talking big now. Some of them.
Oh yeah.
You get me? They do that. They've been doing it all
Wolfie,
season.
The now infamous Wolfie guy has.
This guy's
definitely been humbled a little bit. He's a little bit. He's not as braggadocious, or it's not as
That's
you know.
why I respect the Liverpool fan base. We're very humble. Why? Because we don't want an avalanche of guys running after us telling us, you said this in September and you said
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
I ain't got time for that bullshit. So
Yeah.
keep it cool, man. Let our team do the talking. This is what you look at the fan bases of football nowadays. Arsenal and Forest and teams like this, they haven't won anything yet, you know. They will probably just qualify for Europe next season, them two teams. But they're acting like they've conquered Europe and they've conquered the Premier League for the last years. That's the way football fans are. They grip anything where they've got a bit of success, you know.
Yep. Yeah,
It's
I
kind
see
of funny.
Dustin. Big up Dustin, by the way, and big up to Squidly. Big up
best boys.
Alexander. Big up to KJ in the house. Big up,
Best
brethren
KJ.
in the house. City 2, United 1 is what Dustin is saying. That is a big game. That's going to be the final game of the day. United City. Is City going to be able to, you know, knock down a game that they have to knock down? It's a big question.
Well, Brian said the other day about with Haaland out and Mamouche coming in, they might suit Pep's play a bit more. So we'll see it now. They won the other day 2-0. I know it was against Leicester, but they still won. So if I had to choose if I want any team to win, I want City to win. I don't want United to win.
Mm-hmm. What about you, Brian?
It's an Atlanta back. Oh,
yeah, he's on mute. Are you with
yeah,
us?
no, I think he's on the move. He's on the move. I think he's on the train. Yeah, I can't really pick them because they can still kind of show up in a game. I'd expect City to beat them. Yeah, but yeah, United are pretty unpredictable. They still have a kind of a big game performance in them for some reason. But Amarim's tactics might work very well for Guardiola. Maybe that's something he likes to play against. Who knows? But City this year, man, you think they're going to do something and then they don't. They let you down.
Yeah.
Back. I mean, they let you down. So
it's just it's United.
I'll go to draw. Yeah. Actually, I'll go to draw. Yeah.
Quickly,
you know the season's messed up when you want City to win. You know, you want City to win, there must be something wrong.
Yeah, tell me about it. Abdul's asking for a little bit of reflection on our last visit by Fulham at Anfield. In that game, Nalante, what do you think, other than obviously the sending off, which I didn't think was a sending off, by the way. I don't think it should have been a sending off. Yellow card, maybe, or most likely, but red card, no, I don't. I think Robbo got ill served with one. But what do you think? We played pretty well considering, like we looked very. It was an interesting situation because our lineup that we had in there in that second half was very offensive. We were going for the win. We were, had a lot of attempts. Anthony Robinson made a comment about how even though they were playing against 10 men, it felt like they were playing against a full squad. It was very that part was inspiring. But what about that game? Do you remember? What insight can you pick up from that game that we can maybe apply to this one?
Just to double check, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. You know what? To be fair, I think that was one of our best games. I think it was one of the best games of the season. For when the man.
Oh
no, you're gone.
Just lost you.
I don't think we've. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
No, well,
Can you hear me now?
Well, now we can, but we didn't hear you. We couldn't. You have it cut out halfway through.
Okay. Okay.
the
Okay.
last thing you heard
Am I
you
clear
say,
now, or is it
it was our best game.
still the mic?
Mhm.
Okay. Okay. Is it clear? Is it clear? Is it still up and down? Still difficult to hear?
No, we can hear you
Yeah, that's
now.
good.
Yeah,
It's
go
all
ahead.
right.
Try it again.
Okay. Okay. Cool. No. Okay. No, I was just saying that the 2-2 game was a game that I think that's one of our best games of the season. It's one of the goes to draw, but you accept it because we were down for what 70, 80 minutes, and we attacked with
Mhm.
intent. And I thought Graham Birch, move back. That's when Slot his tactical change up was good. With certain
Yeah.
changes, Nunes and Jota, and then we could have won the game. I thought we pushed Fulham. We took it to them, and Fulham. You saw at the end of the game, Fulham was saying thank you for a point. They will appreciate for a point, and that's saying something. When
That
they
is
had 11
saying
men for what
great point.
70,
Mhm.
77. That was one of my best games, and I read that I couldn't even complain. And that's the Liverpool that should turn up today. So yeah, that was that's the thing. A draw was one of my best games. If we play like that, we win the game comfortably. So it really depends on the players. So yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, oh, there was a question I was going to ask. I just went blank on it. Um, what about the? I just went blank on my question. I'm sorry about that. Uh, too early in the morning. Probably need some a cup of Joe. Um, what is in that game? We did see a different lineup, like you were speaking on. We did see a different Gravenberg, like you're speaking on, but we did see also in that game. I believe that was um, it was another. It was a good game, I think, by Trent Alexander-Arnold too in that game as well. Um, but we won't have him today in the lineup. What can you expect from Cujo? Do you think that they're going to really, unlike Everton, who didn't really try to target our right side? Do you think that that's what's going to be the case today? You think they're going to really push and try to get a result from going through the right side in today?
That's on your boy.
Yeah, Anthony Robinson, I think, will be going. Like he was different. He was that game against us. He was a real difference maker. He had a really good game. He had 2 assists in that game.
Yeah, I mean that's on his side, and whoever they put out there, I've forgotten their lineup now up top. Who'll be on the left? Someone help me out, but the other guy that'll be out there on the left. So yeah, I think
Mhm.
they will.
Mhm.
Like you're saying, yeah, Everton
Will they?
didn't. It will be maybe, yeah, yeah. You never know, or they might rotate. They might switch between.
Castagna is the other side.
No, I mean who's going to be ahead of Sessignon? I think it might be Sessignon actually
Oh,
ahead of
Oh, you
Robinson.
yeah,
mean ahead of
Session
him?
starting.
Oh, I got you.
Oh,
That's what I
Session,
Yeah,
was
yeah,
saying.
Sessignon on the left.
he's just a
Yeah.
surprise
Yeah,
starter. To be fair, I'm surprised he's starting.
yeah.
To be fair.
So he will have work to do. Yeah, like it's an interesting point. It won't. He will have to probably be defensively sound today. It
Mhm.
won't be easy. It
Mhm.
won't be easy. Um, he won't probably have as much room to go into the midfield and kind of play off. He'll have to be switched on, and that might be an issue. And I wouldn't blame him if it is. It's not his natural role. So uh, it is a call today. I think Slot was probably hoping. Yeah, we might see Bradley. We might see Bradley.
Try to bring some. Yeah, it should be interesting to see how they try to target it because it's going to be. I like the praise though that Slot gave to. I saw the presser and he gave a lot of praise to Curtis being a player that has that fight and that true Scouser mentality and fight in him that he wants to engage. He wants to certainly take on challenges. He might no matter where and who he has in front of him or where you put him on the pitch, he's going to make an effort to fight and get some type of result. So Hata is the 9 for us, KJ, today. Hata is our 9. I should say just for today. He is definitely the preferred choice of 9 for our coach. Hata the Slata. Yes. Yeah. Let's hope that Leno doesn't stand on his head today as well.
No more weird injuries. Enough of the weird injuries.
Yeah. Yeah. We're not going to see it, but yeah, it should be an interesting game. Anything? We got about 20 minutes until kickoff, so we still got a little bit of time to talk about whatever you guys would like to bring up. Is there anything that is on your mind about today, about the game, about maybe any other games that might impact the league or impact us in one way or another?
I think KJ's comment about Slot definitely going to die on the Szoboszlai and Jota sword. Very interesting comment in that way, where them two guys are his sort of favourites in that way of giving game time. He always wants them two to play, and I think they've done it in like Jota got us the winner against Everton in the derby. If you know what I mean. So they've got it in them to do something good. Both of them. Like for me, Szoboszlai is not a bad player. He's a top player actually. Thing is with him, it's always which one we're going to get today. Yeah. And I agree with what KJ is saying about sometimes you've got to drop players. Otherwise, you can go mad yourself, frustrated as well with the player if he ain't scored in 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games. And I think with the Jota one, was it stubbornness that he kept on going with him? Because that goal he scored against Everton, bro, that was a long time coming, but it was a special goal. I was so happy for him, like really happy. I was like, about time, Jota, you know. So I think he knows how good they are. That's the thing, you know. When I hear fans moaning, "Oh, Jota, Szoboszlai, they're rubbish," this, that, and the other. They're not rubbish players, bro. Like they're both like what's his name? Szoboszlai's captain for his country. Jota don't really play enough for Portugal, from my opinion. But on his day, Jota for me is a top player. And it gets frustrating for us fans to see Szoboszlai and Jota starting every game and not doing nothing to help the cause. You know, they put their graft in, they run around, don't get me wrong. They don't just like goal lang and don't do nothing. They do that. But for me, they've got enough quality within themselves to win us games more and more.
Yeah. I can understand what you're saying. I think the Bradley not being completely up to fitness is the reason why you're seeing you might have seen Curtis Jones in that role today for Dominic. Maybe he would have gotten a rest or an opportunity to kind of rest his legs a little bit. But because of our issue and because Bradley's on the bench, I think that kind of serves to why you're seeing what you're seeing on the pitch with Dom starting. Otherwise, I understand what you're saying, because he hasn't been exactly his radiant self presently or last couple of games. And then also, as far as that question about Elliott and Endo and Chiesa, I don't think Chiesa's going anywhere. I get that he hasn't necessarily been the preferred choice this season. I don't. The tact or the settings that we have on this team, you know, I think we've definitely heard myself voice and we've heard Nalante and JK and even Brian, spit out their opinions as to the coach's approach towards rotation and the likes. But it is it is something that I would love to have more clarity on as to how he goes about evaluating when players are properly ready or not, or if he just goes to factory settings and just goes with the players that he in his mind he knows that can really fit the bill for what he wants to get out there. Because it would have been nice to maybe see Elliott get the start today, to be honest with you, over Dom. I wouldn't have minded to seen that. Give Elliott also an opportunity to possibly perform against his former team. It would have been good. Might put a little bit of fire under his belly, fire in his belly, but but you're not going to get the same. Elliott and Szoboszlai are not the same player, so you don't get the same. You don't get the same work ethic, or not work ethic, but like output, I should say, from the two when measuring them up. But
I think 2 of his list will be gone. I think minimum 2 of those guys will leave in the summer, yeah. And what's Endo, Chiesa, and Elliott? Yeah, I think 2 of them will be gone.
See, we shall see. Shall see.
I think people get misconstrued when they say next season you see Slot's squad. That's not even going to be Slot's version of his squad. It will just be a little bit more. It's going to take him at least maybe 2 years.
Yeah, 2-3 years.
It'll take a while. Yeah. So when people say he's not going to be, and like I said, and I know KJ is bringing it up, and I'm with you that said it at the start of the year. Regardless of whether Slot rates them or not, the simple fact is, and top coaches do this, whether you rate them or not, you want to get rid of them, no problem. That's not a problem at all. But you use them, you use the players to the best of the ability to the end of the season. The Jose's, the Peps, all these top squads absolutely do it. And then at the end of the summer, May, June, bye-bye, see you later. Thank you very much. That's it. That's it. That's it, That's all he needs to do. But, like I said, certain people will say that, oh, you're moaning and complaining with top of the league and stuff like that. It's not about moaning. No top manager is perfect. Name me a manager that's perfect, and I'll show you a flaw. I don't care who the manager is. Name me any manager that's been perfect.
Roy Hodgson.
Yeah.
Never put a foot wrong. Never put a foot wrong, did
No prize. The press, yeah. But I think that's what everyone, that's all of us, the people that are getting upset with people like tactically just analysing, criticising Slot. Look, no one's listen again. I'm gonna repeat. No one's here moaning. We're just being real. Like, if you want to be happy-go-lucky, then I don't know. You're at the wrong club because, like I said, this is Liverpool FC. We're not here to bend it to anyone. You get when you play, when you do well, they get praised. When you get criticized, it's criticized. Anyone who does play FC, then I'm sorry, then they can support they're supporting the wrong club. You know what I mean? But all we're saying is that there's players. We don't mind if you want to get rid of them, rated or not. You use them, Klopp. All these people use these players, and at the end, fine. See you later. And that's all we said. That's all anyone said, and that's all we want to see. But he's not going to do it. The league will be celebrating, and but it will cover up. But next season, like I said, and we'll celebrate. Next season, he can't afford to do that. Whoever's there, whether it's players or not or whatever, he can't afford to do that next season if we're in the same position.
I did remember the question I was going to ask was this: is that can we hold on to a clean sheet today? Who has the confidence to say that we can hold on to the clean sheet? I did say 3-1.
I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why not? I'm gonna do nothing.
I wouldn't be surprised today.
You got to have a clean sheet away from home. It gives you a better foundation to win the game. And also, quickly going on about like
Michael Owen in the building there.
Was he there? Oh God! Tell Virgil to do an interview with him. That was classic Virgil, man. I love how he did that.
Jeez.
No, I think something will happen. I think they'll create in the areas that we've been talking about. I think a 3-1 as well. I wouldn't put money on them not scoring. Definitely not. But yeah, I think that left hand side could be productive for them.
Okay. Anybody else? Lante, you
KJ's
were
not fearing
saying?
it at all. KJ thinks we concede 2.
Oh, make it like a 3-2, or is he looking for Desmond?
I think he said a draw last night. Yeah. No, he's changed his mind. He's going with a 3-2. Yeah.
They're going 3-2. Okay.
3-2. Tough one. Squitley's going 3-0. Be nice. That would be nice.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Real nice.
There we go.
3-0. Abdul's going 2-1.
Bless Abdul.
Yeah. So far, Squidly and JK have us getting clean sheet today. It'd be nice to see us get a clean sheet. Be nice to see us get a clean sheet. Be nice to get a little bit of a mental boost, considering our center halves haven't really been. The last game wasn't necessarily their best against Everton, and that was against the Everton bunch. You know, Fulham is certainly a much better squad than Everton. Hash coming, big up Hash. Haven't seen him in a little while.
Very different opponents, really, though, aren't they? Everton or Fulham. It's like as different as football can get almost.
Absolutely.
It's like playing prime Atletico Madrid one week and playing prime Barcelona the next. One team tries to play, the other team just, they do their own thing. But I think the boys will probably prefer playing Fulham in the sunshine down by the river than Everton under the lights with Tarkowski doing Tarkowski things.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Dustin 2-1. Jones with the winner. We shall see. I like actually. I wouldn't be surprised to see maybe a Grav goal today. Maybe a little gravy.
Well, I'll tell you the truth, bro. Against Everton, it was the most I've tried to see him attack.
Yeah.
It was the first time, bro, all season. And I was like, oh, okay. He's got his lockout. I want to see more of that.
He's been doing the cleaning, JK. So he said, on time this one. This league's done. I need to go.
Yeah, it's pretty windy.
Levante's in the changing room trying to find out what's going on.
Can you hear me now? Or is it still windy?
It's still very windy.
It sounds like it's just a wind, dude. Not worse than wind noise, man.
Right. Latte's running.
Can you hear me now? Is that better?
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah.
That's better.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So yeah, just I don't know, as I say that in the back. So no, I was just what I forgot what JK. Oh yeah, about gravy. No, I was just saying that you're saying about shots, and I was just saying in relation to that yeah, Gravy's been doing the cleaning. He's been mopping the floor for a long time this season. So yeah, I think he's in the mindset of I can't leave this league season without a goal.
Yeah,
and he has to. I can't leave it. Yeah.
Does he? He doesn't have a goal. He doesn't have a goal this whole season.
No.
Yeah, he did last season, though. But again, different formation. It goes last season, but yeah, it's on the clock. So
He is a long time coming for him as well. If I want a goal guy to score today, I want it to be Gravenberch.
He's had plenty of, well, not plenty, but he's had a few shots from that little area just outside the box arriving. kind of thing. But yeah, dragged a couple. I remember him dragging one or two just a little bit wide. He's always shooting from right to left as well.
He did a top cross as well in that game.
Yeah, that's what I still think I'd like to see. Maybe his future is as a 6, but I'd still like to see him play a few games as an 8, allowed to get forward more, because he's comfortable on the ball. He can cross, he can pass. He's not just a. Yeah, no, he's got serious ability. Like, he wasn't signed for Bayern as a DM. He was signed as a central midfielder, as it were. So you can see him. I remember seeing him pop up on the right before, pop up in certain positions. He's always comfortable on the ball. So I think, yeah, he has it in his locker, 2 or 3 goals a season, definitely.
Yeah. Hope we're right. I hope that we're right too. Hope we're right. We'll see though. We'll see.
Just a quick thing about the subs and Slot not using Chiesa, Darwin, Elliott, and Endo and stuff. Funny thing is, every time they've come in and played, they've always did something for the team. And so for me, that's how you build up trust, when you give someone an opportunity and they do what you need them to do. Like Elliott and Darwin away at PSG, bro, they got us that 1-0 win together. They were both subs.
Yeah.
Endo comes on, sorts the game out in that way where we don't concede and keep it tight, whatever. He does the job. Chiesa as well, bro. He's come in, did his best. He ain't lazy. So I don't understand this thing about Slot not trusting the guys, man. It's like, I think if he trusted them a bit more, we would have won that Newcastle and PSG game. I think if he had a bit of let go of his stubbornness and thinking, this is my team, I want these guys to be playing, and actually just thought, you know what, who the hell is going to have the legs to play these 2 games? Gravenberch, Sabotslai didn't.
Yeah.
Trust is important, man, when it comes to football. You've got to trust the players you've got. He could have a subs bench like Ipswich or Southampton, then he can say something, you know what I mean? But look at the guys on the bench, bro. A lot of good players there.
A lot of good players. Definitely. I agree with you on that too, by the way. I totally agree with you on that. It should be something where you just believe in it, you know? You just believe in these players and you show you show the trust that's necessary for them to believe in you too, believe that you believe in them. You give them the opportunity, and then when they do show you right, or show you to be smart in giving them the opportunity, then you should definitely reward them with some type of, like, playing time, or maybe a start here or there, you know.
Yeah. Look, that Southampton game, true, KJ, it killed us, bro. That game there was the game to see Endo, Curtis, Elliott, Darwin all play that game. I didn't want to see Gravenberch there. I didn't want to see Sabotslai. I didn't want to see Diaz. I didn't want to see anyone, really. It was Southampton, bro. And I think that was, for me, and that was going into that week, it was a perfect opportunity to give the Gravenberch a day off. It was just like, I still won't get that. Like, it still frustrates me, that topic. Why did he go with that team against Southampton and let us get not destroyed by PSG and Newcastle, but we just looked fatigued in them 2 ties. And that was, for me, that Southampton game. That was an opportunity. Start of this.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see. We still got an opportunity for him to prove us wrong today. And give some of these guys an opportunity. We are maybe. Do you think we're going to be real quickly? We've got 3 minutes left, or 2 minutes left, let's say, because I want to make sure that everyone gets a chance to get to their couches, or to their bar stools, or to their seats, or maybe even to their work desk. But do you think that we're going to have a case of first half FC today, or are we going to be still second half FC, or can we start out from the start? Real quick.
Slot's got it right pretty well away game, so whatever he's doing is doing it right. You know what I mean? So
yeah, very. That's a good point. That's a great point. Yeah.
So That's how I'm looking at it. I prefer if you started off fast. I love it, you know.
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
slot.
Second half FC. Yeah. Brian's got the game on in the background.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Bill Leslie.
Reels and Jared, big up. Mostly dislikes Fergie. The guy was he's talking about Fergie. But all right, people, it's about 2 minutes till kickoff.
Enjoy.
We're going to say, yes, exactly that. Enjoy the game. Be safe out there wherever you're watching the game. We hope that is a very enjoyable one for you and enjoyable one for the panel as well. We will be back for a match reaction after the game. And other than that, hey, brothers and sisters out there, up the Reds each and every time. We will be back again after the game for a match reaction. Please join us then. Hopefully, it's a fun and enjoyable conversation to have that we'll be having after the game. So, I don't know. Other than that, let's just get this win. That's the bottom line. So we will see you guys after the game. Take care, and certainly up the Reds as always.